On the day that Udonis Haslem officially announced his retirement, I wanted to take some time to pay homage to what he really is, and that's a Heat legend. If you're new to the NBA, then you might not really know the level of player that Haslem was. Due to him taking on sort of a player-coach role over the past few seasons, many memes have gone around that say his stats are measured in Gatorade poured and high fives given rather than actual counting stats. But Haslem is not some 20-year bench guy who didn't make an NBA impact. No, Haslem was a very high-level role guy and played a huge part in the Heat winning 3 NBA championships during his 20-year career. He's become disrespected over the years, but Haslem should be remembered as a crucial glue guy and rebounder, and one that will have his number retired into the rafters in Miami. He didn't get to stick around until he was 43 years old, just because he was a nice dude. Fans got to see a nice glimpse into the past with his final regular season game, where he put up a game-high 24 points to go along with 3 rebounds and a blocked shot. Haslem is a Miami Heat legend and possesses an extremely high basketball IQ and work ethic. Udonis Haslem was better than people remember. Now let's take a deeper look at his career. Before we get into the underrated career of Heat lifer Udonis Haslem, if you enjoy my content and watch a few videos of mine, think about subscribing. 96% of my viewers are actually not subscribed, so if you watch me before and enjoy the content, drop a sub and comment down below. It really helps the channel. Udonis Haslem was born in Miami, Florida on June 9, 1980. He then grew up in the Miami area, going to high school at Miami Senior in Miami. As the 72nd best prospect in his high school class, he did have some options, but ended up staying relatively close to home. Haslem spent 4 years with the Florida Gators, where he quickly proved himself to be a starter as a freshman. Over 4 years at Florida, he averaged 14 points and 6 rebounds per game, while shooting 58% from the floor. He was 3-time All-SEC and one of the best players in the country during his time in school. However, when the 2002 NBA draft rolled around, he would end up not being selected and went undrafted. He wanted to continue his basketball career and decided it was in his best interest to play overseas. He joined Alain Chalan of the French LNB, the same league Victor Wembanyama just got drafted from. In his 1 season in France, Haslem averaged 16 points and 9 rebounds per game, while shooting a solid 58% from the field. His numbers in the LNB were better than what he did at Florida, and this caught the NBA's attention. Haslem ended up being offered a contract with his hometown team, the Miami Heat, for the 2003-2004 season. He gladly accepted and got ready to start his career with Miami. Haslem was an immediately impactful role player for the Heat, and was given 24 minutes per game in his rookie season, even getting 24 starts as well. With that time, he put up averages of 7 points and 6 rebounds per game, which was good enough to earn him an all-rookie selection. It was a tremendous achievement and outperforming of expectations for a 23-year-old undrafted rookie who had to take a gap year. Now let's jump a year to the 2005-2006 season, where the Heat would eventually go on to win a championship. Haslem started 80 of the 81 games that he played in, and was given 30 minutes a night. He put up averages of 9 points and 8 rebounds per game. In the Heat's NBA Finals victory over the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games, he was given 29 minutes per, where he averaged 6 points, 6 rebounds, and a steal. Was Haslem a star? No. Was he the biggest reason they won? No, but he did play an integral part by giving them toughness defensively, fighting every possession, and being a really effective rebounder at 6'8". In his first 6 seasons in the league, he started in 386 out of his 439 games played, meaning he started 88% of the time for a team that won a championship over that span. And if you take out his rookie season and just look at the 5 after, he started in 362 out of his 364 games played, which is 99% of the time. Yet people like to laugh at Haslem and act like he was a bum or something, which he just simply was not. However, after this span, he would go a whole 2 seasons without a start, including LeBron's first year in Miami. Despite this, he was still a heavily impactful player, being given in the high 20s in terms of minutes played. This would turn around though as the Heat went into their 2 championships in 2012 and 2013. Haslem started 69 games over these 2 seasons. Nice. It was clear that Spoelstra and Haslem's teammates valued what he brought to the team, and they wanted him out there at the beginning of games to help set the tone. He was an important role player in both of the Heatles championships, yet it feels as if that goes overlooked or forgotten now. LeBron left the Heat in the summer of 2014, and Haslem's last really impactful season as a player came 1 year later in 2015, where he did start in 25 games. This, his age 34 season, would be the last time Haslem played over 15 minutes a game. But do not be mistaken, his impact on the team did not end there. He spent the next 8 seasons getting sparing amounts of playtime, but that didn't matter. He made his impact as a mentor and a leader. A lot of the Heat's success with undrafted players and guys that were doubted can be traced back to Haslem. He gets it. He went undrafted himself, even having to go overseas, so he feels as if he can relate to their path. This makes him a great person of guidance for those guys on the team, and I'd say Haslem had nearly as big of an impact on guys like that as anyone else within the franchise. He was also huge for Jimmy Butler. Even though they had some altercations and back and forths, Haslem was a great veteran for Jimmy because they were similar in a lot of ways. They both fought on every possession, they both have an extremely high work ethic, and both have extremely high expectations of their teams and themselves. Jimmy was viewed as a bad locker room and team chemistry guy by the time he got to Miami, and even though I'd say that was overblown, Haslem definitely helped Jimmy adjust to Miami and fit in with everyone else. Fans of the league and people online often use Udonis Haslem as the butt of a joke, or implied that he was never good or an impactful player, but that's just not true. Haslem was a very impactful role player and often starter on 3 championship teams in Miami. He was great as a player and offered a lot of value on the court, but even as his play declined, he found other ways to impact the team, from helping mentor the young undrafted guys to being someone that the star and Jimmy Butler could go to. Haslem is a huge reason why the Heat have been so successful over their past few seasons as well. Udonis Haslem was better than people remember. Enjoy retirement, UD. You're not just a Heat legend, but a Miami legend, and you made your city proud. Thanks for watching. I'm Herm. Have a good one.